Poppin', it's your boy Big Bro Dre, and I'm back with another one for y'all. In today's video, I'm gonna be answering the subscriber's question titled, why in the do we shave our beards? Let's get to the video. Before I start each and every video, I always like to thank my supporters, subscribers, anybody who's ever liked an Instagram photo, anybody who's ever liked a picture. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. Now, the subscriber asked me why we shave our beards, and I'm gonna give you guys a little history lesson. I know we hate shaving. I'm actually not shaved right now because it's Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day to everybody serving, past, present. Anybody who's lost a loved one, happy Memorial Day to all you guys. It is believed that Stone Age men 100,000 years ago used clamshells like tweezers and pulled their beard hairs out of their hair. Shaving has actually gone in and out of fashion for years depending on your region, your religion, and other societal mores. For example, many Orthodox Jews don't shave in accordance with Leviticus 19:27, which prohibits them from shaving the corners of their mouths. Also, Amish men shave all the way up until they're married. And then when they get married, they don't shave for the rest of their lives. In today's armed forces, many Americans look forward to seeing soldiers, Marines, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and naval men, or seamen, I think that's what they're called. Sorry my Navy guys. They expect to see us with a clean shaven face, but don't realize how much has changed as far as hair standards go since the American Revolution. Barbers were far and few between during this time in the American colonies. So a lot of times, soldiers would walk around with long hair due to not having resources to barbers. Beards were prohibited in the Army of the American Republic, and soldiers were required to shave at least 3 times a day. When I say required, I put that in quotations because it was required, but it wasn't pretty much mandatory. They told them they had to do it and they didn't do it anyway. By the time the Civil War kicked off in 1861, long hair was out, facial hair was back in. Soldiers were required to shave, but they didn't do so. So commanders pretty much delineated to the soldier's personal preference. So whatever the individual wanted, that's pretty much what they had back in these times. World War I was the first time that shaving was officially mandatory. Not only was it effective for good order and discipline, but it also was necessary for soldiers to get a good seal on that gas mask back in those times. The face was to be clean shaven and the hair could be no longer than an inch on the top of your head. Today, all soldiers are required to shave in accordance with AR 670-1 and to remain in good conduct and discipline. The only exceptions to shaving are for religious reasons, like Hasidic Jews, Sikhs, and Muslim soldiers in our armed forces. Exemptions also apply if the soldier suffers from pseudofolliculitis barbae, I hope I pronounced that correctly, or severe acne. And in this case, they can have it shaved up to 1/8 of an inch, down to 1/8 of an inch, and it cannot be trimmed and groomed like a lineup. You can't have like a goatee pretty much. The official stance about armed forces on the reason we actually can say bottom line, or we actually need to shave bottom line, is so that we can remain in uniformity, good order, and discipline. So that is why we shave our faces. My opinion. Okay. This part is my opinion. This is not the warrant officer cohort, the United States Armed Forces, or the Department of Defense's opinion. I think that shaving is important because it keeps you groomed, but I also understand that, sometimes soldiers can't shave because they suffer from razor bumps real bad or something like that. But with that said, I think it should be totally personal preference. And when the mask is required, then you should have to shave. Like if you're in Korea, of course, and you got to wear the mask. And some of those masks, that seal stuff doesn't even apply because a lot of special forces guys walk around with a full beard. Some people think it should be made separate for those guys, and that's up to speculation. So I don't agree with that. But what I can say is I think shaving is important, and it makes you look nicer. And I can tell a soldier from a non-soldier most times because their face is shaved pretty much. So that's just my personal opinion. I hope I answered your question, young man. And I'll be getting to the rest of you guys' next questions as soon as I can. I'm going to start getting my stuff ready to move. So it might take me some time, but I got you guys as soon as I possibly can. Again, I appreciate all you guys' support. And I'll see you guys in the next video.